frustrated. Alex, I feel like I'm just stuck. I'm driven, I have ideas, but I look up and another year has gone by. My career feels completely stagnant. It's like my time is just slipping away.
I know that feeling, Ben. It's a tough reality to face, but what you're describing isn't a personal failure. You're not lazy, you're just on the default path.
The default path? What's that? Flat, predictable, and distinctly lacking in spark? Maybe a tiny salary bump every few years?
Exactly. And you notice how those small raises never really let you get ahead? That's lifestyle creep. The whole system is designed to keep you cycling in place, on a plateau. Society tells you it's a lack of grit, but it's not. It's the track you've been put on.
So I'm just supposed to accept that this is my trajectory for the next forever?
No, not at all. That's why I'm telling you this. I've mapped out a 5-stage framework to break out of that trap and ignite real momentum. Stage 1 is called stagnation. And based on what you just said, that's probably where you are now. It's like finishing school, getting a job, and then being dropped to the deep end with no instruction manual.
That's it, exactly. You just play it safe, avoid risks.
Right. But staying there too long makes you financially constrained. And it's getting harder. Have you heard people talking about the Great Reset? The trend is shifting away from individual ownership, renting over owning everything. They want to centralize control of assets.
That sounds dystopian, dictating how I use my own property?
It's the future some envision. They even push the idea that wealth doesn't bring happiness, to keep people dependent. But the truth is, financial capacity gives you flexibility, and flexibility gives you choices. The fortunate are positioned to get more, so why not position yourself to be one of them?
Okay, I see the trap. How do I start getting out?
Your first move is the most important. Get absolute clarity on your finances. Track every single penny. Be honest about needs versus wants. Then, automate your savings or initial investments. Auto-save your financial future.
All right, so automating savings is the first step. What's next?
That action moves you into stage 2, ignition. This is where you'll start to notice a real divergence between your path and that of your friends, but it comes with challenges.
Challenges like what?
First, your relationships might shift. Your new focus can make others uncomfortable, and they might try to pull you back down to their level. You share a win, and they quickly change the subject.
I think I've felt that before. What's the other challenge?
The silent erosion of your money's value from inflation. Just keeping your cash in a bank account means you're actually losing ground every year.
Really? Is it that dramatic?
It is. Let's say you have $5,000 in a savings account. In 20 years, with average inflation, that $5,000 will only have the buying power of about $3,000 today. You numerically have the same amount, but its real-world value shrinks.
Wow. Well, my cash is just leaking value.
Exactly. Now contrast that. If you had invested that same $5,000 in a diversified index fund with historical average returns, it could potentially go to over $20,000 in that same time.
That's a massive difference. You're actively beating inflation instead of letting it eat your savings.
Precisely.
Is it hard to get started?
Now, full disclosure, this is a perfect spot to mention this.
The content provided in this video is for educational and informational purposes only. The ideas and strategies discussed are based on personal experience, historical analysis, and general financial principles. This video is not financial advice, not legal advice, and not tax advice. Investing in the stock market involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Past performance is not indicative of future results. The creators of this video are not licensed financial advisors. You should always conduct your own thorough research and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Any action you take based on the information in this video is done strictly at your own risk. Finally, any mention of specific companies, stocks, or platforms is for illustrative purposes only. It does not constitute an endorsement or a recommendation.
Not at all. You can start with as little as $1 or a pound. It's about building the habit. But remember, this is crucial. All investments carry risk. Never invest money you can't afford to lose.
Okay, that makes sense. I've ignited. What's stage 3?
Stage 3, acceleration. This is where you need intensity. The strategies that got you here aren't enough to get you to the next level quickly. I focus on 3 pillars here: cash flow, connections, and confidence.
The 3 C's. Go on.
Cash flow, side venture for immediate income. Think a service-based business with low startup costs, like social media management or video editing. Solve a problem for another business. Connections. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Your network defines your future. And finally, confidence. This is what allows you to take the calculated risks that others are too afraid to consider.
A side hustle, a strong network, and the guts to act. Got it. That feels powerful.
It is. And that momentum carries you to stage 4, expansion. Now you shift from earning to scaling. This is where you focus on acquiring assets that put money into your pocket, not liabilities that drain it.
So less fancy cars, more income-generating properties or dividend-paying stocks.
You've got it. And here you have two main strategies: diversification, which is spreading your investments to lower risk, or high conviction plays, concentrating on a few investments you believe in deeply. That's how people like Musk and Bezos built their fortunes, but it's higher risk.
I'm starting to see the whole picture. It's a real actionable path. What's the final stage?
The final stage is the ultimate goal, mastery. This is where you've achieved true financial independence. Daily money worries are gone, your assets cover your lifestyle, you live life completely on your own terms.
Odd. Mastery. The freedom to command your time. That's everything.
It is. But it becomes about more than just you. It's about creating a legacy, mentoring others, and sharing what you've learned. It's about realizing true liberation.
Okay. I'm sold. I'm ready to get off this hamster wheel. That investing part, where do I really begin with that?
Perfect question. For a concrete starting point on building wealth by investing in the stock market, I've got a detailed guide I can send you.
Yes, please. Send it over.
I will. And hey, for anyone else listening in, make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up with the journey. But for now, Ben, let's get you that guide. The content provided in this video is for educational and informational purposes only. The ideas and strategies discussed are based on personal experience, historical analysis, and general financial principles. This video is not financial advice, not legal advice, and not tax advice. Investing in the stock market involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Past performance is not indicative of future results. The creators of this video are not licensed financial advisors. You should always conduct your own thorough research and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment decisions. Any action you take based on the information in this video is done strictly at your own risk. Finally, any mention of specific companies, stocks, or platforms is for illustrative purposes only. It does not constitute an endorsement or a recommendation.